It's Ollie from Clark Motivation, and today I'm going to teach you how to get motivated in order to run your company, business, whatever it is. This guide is going to teach you how to get that motivation you need to get up every single morning, stop missing them opportunities, take your company from here to here, take your company from just another other company to being the best company, to being the company everybody goes to. This is going to motivate you enough to do that. Being organised, okay? Being organised is the number one thing with a company. I speak to loads of company owners. I own a company myself, and the number one thing that I aim to do is make things organised. Now, what do I mean by organised? You need to know what you and the people you're employing are doing every single day. Now, I make a list before I go to bed. Now, I do usually the same tasks every single day with the same amount of videos, the same amount of articles, the same amount of blogging, whatever I do the same stuff every single day. I still write it down because I need to know. And when you write it down, you don't forget. Often there's days that go by where I don't write it down, and I sit there and I start forgetting little things. I'm like, oh, have I done that? And also you don't get that little happy feeling you get when you tick something off the list and go, that's done, that's done. Now I also make my list that I have to do every single day. I make them hard, I make them long, and I make them filled with stuff. Because it's better to have far too many things to do on a list than not enough. You should never have nothing to do. You should never be sat there going, oh, I've got nothing to do. There's always an email that needs answering. If there's not an email, then there's something you need to do in order to get that email. There's always something. So start organising yourself and start organising the people that work for you. Start making sure, because the truth is that people only do what you tell them to do. So if you haven't got a good structure and they don't know what they're doing, they'll just not do it. They'll just do what they have to do. They'll run at 50% for the whole day and they won't do anything too good or anything too bad. So you've got to have organisation. You've got to get that done, and that should be number one on the list. Look at your competition. That's the second thing on this list, and it's probably one of the most important, just down to organisation. Now, the reason why it's so important is because you can learn their weaknesses, learn where they failed, learn how to beat them, even mirror their advertising. The honest truth is you can look at what they're doing with advertising and you can do more. So you need to look at what they're doing and what they're not doing and do both. You need to start acting more. You need to start doing the things that they're not happy to do. And you need to understand one thing. A lot of people at small companies all have the same thinking. They go, I'm never going to be as big as that big company. Now, if you have that attitude, you're not going to. Now, I want to tell you can be as big as that company, but you've got to scratch that attitude and you've got to see where you're stronger than them. And you've got to build them walls up. Now, a lot of these big companies have weaknesses and they never work on their weaknesses. You need to know your weaknesses and your strengths, and you need to build both up at the same time, and you need to be in it for the long haul, the next 5, 10 years. Don't make quick decisions for quick money. No, be in it for the long game. Be in it to earn the proper money, not that little rubbish money that you might get. You want to be in it for the long haul to get that proper money that's going to keep you and retire you and create your business that ends up going on as a legacy. You want to get that. So you've got organised and you've monitored your competition. Now what you need to understand is you need to understand the difference between failing and failure. A lot of people give up because they're too scared. They don't even start because they're too scared of failing. Now, a normal person, if you go and look at anybody who's successful, they failed probably 1,000, 2,000 times. Myself, I fail every single day. Every single day I fail at least 3 or 4 times because I try something and it doesn't work. But the difference is I keep going. Now, that's the big difference. A failure is a kind of person who doesn't even start in the first place. A failure is someone to me who at 30 years old is still doing exactly the same thing as they were doing when they were 20. It's not someone who's tried 1,000 ideas, tried 1,000 businesses and tried their best every single day, because that's all you can do. So there's a huge difference between failing and failure, and you need to understand that just because you get something wrong, just because you mess up, doesn't make you a failure. It just means you failed a little bit and hopefully you learned something from it. Next, I'm going to give you a scenario, then ask you a few questions. The scenario is 2 men get given the same task, and their task is to cut down 2 identical trees. They've both got to start in the morning, and that's all the information they get. Now, one man is up early in the morning. He's up early in the morning. He's sharpening his axe. He's got an axe. He's like, I'm going to chop down this tree. The other guy's nowhere to be seen. Yeah, he's not even showed up yet. This guy's thinking, I've got this in the bag. I'm going to win whatever the prize is. So the prize is a house. He's thinking, I'm going to win this. He starts chopping down the tree. He's making good effort. He's moving along and he's doing it well. He's still looking at his clock. It's took half an hour. He's not a tree cutter, so he doesn't know how to cut down this tree quick, but he's thinking, I've got this. As long as the tree doesn't fall on me, it's all okay. So then after about 30, 40 minutes, the other guy shows up and he's carrying a chainsaw. The other guy doesn't even know what that is. He's still chopping down his axe. He's thinking, God, this guy, he's lost. He's so behind me. I've got this. So the other guy walks over. He's dressed in a suit. He doesn't look like he's there to chop down a tree. He gets his chainsaw going and he just chops down the tree. And within about 5 minutes, that tree's cut down and the other guy's just looking at him like, what's happened? Now, the reason why I say this is because if you give 2 people the same task, Is it the person who works the hardest? He got up early, he worked as hard as he could. Or is it the person that finds the most efficient way to do it and gets it done the quickest? Which one is more important? Because I wasted a lot of my life listening to motivation and things like that and learning how to do as many tasks as I could, trying to always work harder. Instead of doing 1,000 good words, I'd do 10,000 bad words. And I was constantly trying to do tasks. Then I realised that if you could get a task done more efficiently, do it. Don't feel bad because you're not doing as much work. Find something else to fill the time. So you need to sit there and you need to see, who do you think is the better man? The guy who's sitting there and working, or the guy who found the best way to get it done, got it done in 5 minutes instead of spending a whole day or spending a couple of hours? Who do you think is the best guy? And whoever the best guy is the guy you should aim to be. I personally think is the guy with the chainsaw who found an efficient way. He's back by lunch, he's sitting there eating his food, he's in his suit, he's ready to get back to work. So for this last thing, I've got something really good. I'm gonna finish this on a high. The last thing is winning, okay? You need to be a winner. Now, when we're young, we get told that second place is okay. And if you've listened to motivational speakers, you'll understand that second place is fucking bullshit. Nobody wants second place. The only reason you get told second place is good is so you don't fucking cry when you're a kid. But now you're an adult and you've got your own business, you need to understand that second place is never good. The only thing that you want is first place. The only thing that matters is first place. Don't even count second place. Second place doesn't even exist. Once you get second place, you might as well get nothing. So you need to understand that. You need to understand that winning is all it's about. Then you need to understand one thing, okay? When you realize about winning, now winning is very simple. You're a winner, yeah? There's 3 types of people in this world. There's winners, there's losers, and there's people who just don't know how to win yet, okay? And you need to understand that you're probably the third one. So a normal person, their limits are about here, yeah? They're right here, yeah? And they never go past that. They never go past it. They never have to. Usually people just cruise by doing the same stuff every day and they don't care about it. Now, what you need to do to be successful and have a successful business is you need to blast through this. Your real limits are up here. Your real limits are really, really, really high. They're high. Once you get through them, the winners are here. Now, you need to understand, once you start doing tasks, once you start doing things, you'll just go. And it isn't like a slow progression. It isn't slow progression. After 30 days of being a winner and treating yourself like a winner, instead of doing stuff half-assed and just finishing it quickly, you do it properly. After doing that for 30 days, you won't just go from here to here to here. You'll blast through and you're up and you're down. And now you're a winner, and then you start getting things done like a winner, you start acting like a winner, and eventually you will just be a winner. Everything you touch will be winning, everything you touch will be perfect. So start being a winner, realize that second place is not fucking worth it, and you'll start being a better. That was the end of my motivational video. I hope you're feeling a bit pumped. I've got loads more videos like this, so please go and check them out. I'm new to YouTube, so please subscribe. Comment below if you need any help at all, if you've got any questions, if you want private motivation, then just comment below. I'm happy to help you, free of charge. Just get it done, okay? Please subscribe and like and all that stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.